Okay, today we're going to be looking at how to analyze and expand sentences. And so we'll begin with a very simple sentence, Mary drank the soup. Very simple sentence. And we're going to analyze that sentence, and then we're going to expand it, okay? All right, so stay with me, and let's see what happens. All right, so now the first question we're going to ask is we're going to go to our sentence smart chart with our colored groups of questions, and we're going to ask questions one at a time. The first question is always, guess what the first question is? Look at your yellow question block. The first question on your sentence smart chart is always, that's right, you said it, where is the verb? So the question is, where is the verb? And so I want you to write that question down, just as I have it here, and I've pre-populated my sheet and written it down, so I wouldn't take too much time in this video, okay? So where's the verb? And you look at the sentence, and of course you look for the action word. If there's no action word, you look for the being word. But in this sentence, there is obviously an action word, and that is drank. So the answer is drank. Where's the verb? Answer, drank. All right, there you go. So write it down. Write down the answer just like I have it here. That answer is drank. The second question now, go to your green block, and you're going to ask the question that will produce the subject. What is our subject question? The question that always leads us to the subject. And the answer is going to be who or what verb? That's my subject question. If I ever want to know the subject, I always ask who or what. I put who or what before the verb, and I create the question, who or what verb? So let's take a look at this, and since we know the verb, we're going to do something else that's really important here. We're going to write out who or what drank. So I'm going to substitute the word drank for the verb, and I write it directly underneath that question. I have who or what verb, then I have who or what drank. And drank is the verb, and it replaces that word verb in the parentheses. So I want you to do it exactly as I've written here. First write the question, who or what verb, and then I want you to write who or what drank by replacing that word verb with the actual verb, which is drank. So who or what drank? Well, take a look at your sentence. Who or what drank the soup? And by now you probably know the answer. The answer is Mary. Mary is therefore my subject, okay? Mary drank the soup, and I'm going to write Mary as my answer and write the word subject right next to Mary to indicate that I understand that Mary is my subject. All right, so far so good. We know where the verb is. The verb is drank. We know the subject of our sentence, Mary. And now let's go to the third question block. That's right, and that is verb, who or what. Verb, who or what. And I'm going to replace the word verb with the word drank, and I'm going to write drank, who or what. That is my question. Well, obviously, it's not a drank who, but a drank what, but I say the whole question anyway. But really, it's drank what, okay? So, what did Mary drink? Drank what? And the answer, as you can see here, is the soup. Mary drank the soup. Drank what? The soup. And that, yes, that's going to be my object. That's right, my object. Great. So now, I want you to write that down. Verb who or what, drank what, answer the soup. Soup is my object. Okay? So far, so good. All right, so now my next step is going to be to ask one of the questions in the blue area. But pause the video for a second and make sure that you've gotten down these three questions and these three answers. Make sure that you understand how I arrived at these questions and how I arrived at these answers.